Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm coming to you from warmish Vermont, but not great weather. But you may have noticed that salt and you can get a little bit of a oddly focus. I used the word. So there are lots of ways to move yourself from distraction to focus, but of course, you first need to know you're distracted. So we're going to work all the way from the simplest, which is breath, to the next level, which is mantra. To actually, we'll move from observation to breath to mantra to balance. And no standing up, we're going to work on balances as we do our stretching and movement on the floor. You may try standing balance, but as with every class, it's your class. So if something doesn't work for you, always go to tabletop or child's pose, you know, and do what works for you. It's great to have you here. So we're going to start with observation. Observation is really a scan of the body. So we get distracted by making lists in our head, by important stuff coming up, by what happened, this morning, or what we think is going to happen tomorrow, or what we owe at work, unless we're tired, and then maybe we owe at the volunteer, wherever we volunteer. So the first approach to moving from distraction to focus is to be present in your body. And being present can be easy or it can be difficult. It depends on the person, it depends on the time, it depends on the body. So the first thing we do is notice the body in space. It's almost like feeling this like cartoon outline around the body. Proprioception, other than the floor. What are we sitting on? Can we feel that connection between the sits bones and what we're sitting on? And then noticing any parts of the body that are feeling a little tight or holding on to something. Maybe that scan starts from the head or from the toes. So as you scan, down or up, doesn't matter, you're really going to focus on the parts of the body that are feeling very good or open, and the parts of the body that are feeling perhaps a little closed or tight, and you direct the breath into them. Taking your time. Maybe so I'm drawing them backward. I can tell I'm bringing energy into my quads rather than loosening them. I can feel a little bit of the effect of my coffee. Caffeinated. I feel my neck, kind of odd for someone who's 5'1", but I feel like none of this is a bad thing. It's what the body is experiencing. Okay. So that's the body scan, the presence. We are present, noticing we're on our cushion, on our mat, with air around us in a space, whatever. The second thing is breath. So whenever we get, the idea is, and you got to remember this, because if you're distracted, you might not remember, is to focus on the breath. Maybe just 3 breaths. You don't necessarily have to change it. Just be aware of it, count it. If you'd like to change it because you're feeling a little anxious or uptight, then you focus on the exhale. If you're feeling lethargic or sleepy or depressed, you might focus on the inhale, making the inhale a little bit longer and stronger than the exhale. I'm feeling pretty relaxed, so I'm going to find a balanced breath and I will focus on that. One way you can increase that focus and help to mitigate distraction is to count the breaths. So each cycle in and out is a single count. For some people, adapting the breath makes sense to them. So 3 cycles, we're going to take a deep, deep, deep shove it right out our mouths. So breathe in fully. Open the mouth, let it go. That's one. 2. 3. Bring it back to a natural breath. That's also a really good opportunity to lengthen the neck and lower the shoulders. Now we're going to add mantra to that. Breathing in, I am present. Breathing out, I have focus. Breathing in, I have presence. Breathing out, I have focus. Breathing in, I am present. Breathing out, I focus. I am present. I focus. I am present. I focus. Take a round. I am present. I am focused. Now, if your eyes are closed, flutter them open. Any mantra can be, I notice distraction. I mitigate distraction. So lots of opportunities here with the presence, the physical body, with the breath, taking an awareness of the breath, with the counting of the breath, which Thich Nhat Hanh always recommends if you are distracted to come back to the breath, often counting the breath. And in fact, I have a friend who has a story who was working at a monastery, a Buddhist monastery, and he kept going into the kitchen to talk to this one particular monk whom he felt a connection with. And finally, this monk said on the third day, my job is to focus on chopping. So my friend Matt was becoming a distraction and didn't realize it. So even as we are working on a single thing, whether that is exercise or brushing our teeth or calming ourselves before we go to sleep, noticing the breath, going back to the breath, counting the breath, or bringing a mantra to the breath can be very, very helpful. So now we're going to move into some work on our stretching and our postures. And I know I am using one of my friend's favorite cushions. So cushion says hi. And we're going to slide that away. We're going to start with our seated stretches. And maybe you bring in, I am present, I am focused, to the breath so you can stay right here, right in the space with your mat, where the body goes. So the first thing is the head on the neck. Rest your arms on your thighs, or you can rest your palms on your knees. Drop your chin. Let that get heavy. Notice the breath. Lift the chin parallel to the earth. Next exhale, take a look over your right shoulder. Next inhale, chin turns forward. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Next inhale, face turns forward. Next exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Now we're going to drop both sets of fingers to the ground outside our hips. We're going to lift the right hand and place